fungible ETFs, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders.
Good morning, guys. GMs. China, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. There we go. Something felt off. Mic position. Something felt off. Better now. All right, good morning, guys. Let's get into it. Starting with, actually, let's start with a shill. Let's kick it off with that self-promo. Man, okay. You know, I recognize the people who are watching. You guys, thank you. Like, from the heart, appreciate you guys following along, whether you started from the get-go, which, by the way, my daughter's put on some of the first videos on this channel. Kind of rough. Kind of enjoy the vibe. It's just interesting watching how the channel's kind of changed and grown over the almost a year now. 2.5 weeks to go till we hit the year mark, and 14 subs away from hitting 2,000, which is mind-boggling to me. The goal was 1,000. Almost going to double that, so that's thanks to you guys. If you're not subscribed, guys, make sure you're subscribed here to Inside NFTs. You can find it at NFTLDR over on YouTube. But again, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Let's get into it. Kicking it off with, yet again, it's been the story of the day now for a week, right? Germany selling more Bitcoin. And at some point, this is going to run out. And it's getting closer and closer to that point. Already through at least half of their bag, greater than half their bag. But that sell pressure will keep coming until they work through. We don't know if they have to sell all of it. We don't know that they're selling all of it, but probably it's safe to expect that, to at least plan on that. You see this morning they had moved another $343 million to exchanges to sell. That number is actually increased now up to $520 million. Might grow today too. At this point, yes, over $500 million moving to exchanges to be liquidated. And shocked. I am shocked. This is not fake shock. I'm shocked that the price of Bitcoin is not only held stable, but it's actually up here in the past 24 hours, up almost 2%, over 58,000. The resilience of Bitcoin and the broader crypto market, it is the sign to me that we're in a new phase for crypto. And once that sell pressure decreases, and it will, this market is primed to do something very, very, very special. So it's exciting to see. I am more optimistic than I was just days ago. Still knowing the Mt. Gox Bitcoin is going to hit this market at some point. But again, just seeing the kind of, I'll just keep using that word, resilience. I'm not as worried about the Mt. Gox Bitcoin, even if it takes a little bit of time, let's say a few months to chew through that extra supply hitting the market. I do think there's going to be demand on the buying side. And we see that in the ETFs, the Bitcoin ETFs, for the third day in a row, inflows outpacing outflows by a large amount, fam. In total, over 600 million in inflow in Bitcoin purchases through the ETFs in the past 3 days. You can see yesterday, 216 million. By the way, this is so dumb. I actually thought this was listing the number of Bitcoin being purchased. It's not. This is how many millions worth of Bitcoin, which it's really obvious. It says it right on the chart, right at the top. I don't know. I mean, come on. I'm just an idiot here. But 216 million worth of Bitcoin purchased yesterday through the ETFs. Just, again, really strong, shows that new type of market that we're in now. Those ETFs, love to see it. Here you see again, over 400 mil the prior 2 days, 200 plus yesterday. Really, really good looking stuff out there. Seeing some bullish indicators out there, but I'm actually putting this up there to say you got to read a little deeper, right? I see people out there talking how the monthly active crypto users has reached 100 million. It's a big number. It's exciting to see that number, but you got to consider if you have a Metamask wallet, right? And you're shopping on other blockchains, you're being counted multiple times. So in theory here, you're probably being counted 6, 7, 8 times, right? For every, this is not real. The point of this is that number, that 100 million active users is probably, hard to say, a tenth that, maybe a fifth. Again, really, really hard to say. It just depends on the users and how many wallets they truly have. But ultimate point here is, man, we are really, really early. If you and your multiple wallets is factoring into this 100 million, We're very early. Be proud of that. Be happy about that. Lots of opportunities here still to come. All right, now, while the crypto market is looking really, really great this morning, NFTs not so much, although I'll say this, NFTs not looking bad, and I'm feeling a little energy maybe moving back towards NFTs. Right now, that's not reflected in the value of the NFT market, though. The CryptoSlam 500 NFT index showing the market's down 3.07%, and NFT sales yesterday actually falling. Kind of rare to see that in the middle of a week, but here we are yesterday. Sales actually decreasing, just over 14 million. That is cross-chain sales. Unique sellers up ever so slightly. Same with buyers. Transactions actually up slightly too. Trade profits, though, actually up. Still in the negative, but up. So negative 623,000 in profits. Moving in the right direction there. So absolutely going to take that. As far as what's moving the market, NodeMonks, your top NFT collection here, followed by Fragana's, D-Market, Gods Unchained, Send It, Bitcoin Puppets, MOCAverse, getting to them in a moment here, Dojuki, Mad Lads, and Bored Apes. All those Polygon collections that basically reward you in USDT for holding NFTs. It is very much money laundering. Those have been removed. Let me just skim and see if there's any else. And we did vet this Hype C collection. That is legit. That is a real collection. So do a little more digging into that. Actually, Sea Dragon, now that I see it there, also has to get removed. But getting that Polygon stuff cleared out of there, letting the true quality projects here shine as they deserve. So NodeMonks, top of the collection rankings. And then as far as your top NFT sales, a gold Bored Ape just hit the rankings here in the past hour. 105 ETH. Might sound like a lot, right? It is a lot. It's $325,000. But then you remember, these used to sell for 400, 600, 1,000 ETH in the prime. I'm talking 2 to 3 years ago. So they've certainly fallen off. But, I mean, let's be honest, $325,000 for an NFT? In this market, in this time, I'm impressed by that. And this seller actually made a profit on that sale, which is hard to believe. But yes, last purchased for 95 ETH. This is 3 years ago. At the time, that was $241,000. So yeah, actually in USD value, that's a pretty big gain there. Love to see that ape. Let me just want to check that top 10 again, see if there's anything else that stands out. Few CryptoPunk sales, which is always great to see. Again, these two, I still don't know. I still don't know. And the fact that we're seeing these two collections up here almost on a daily basis now in just one sale, leaning more towards. Yeah, I'll just say it. I think leaning more and more towards, money laundering here, wash trading, something like that. Again, these just don't make a lot of sense to me. Some Pudgy Penguins and Urban Node. Pretty typical day other than that big Bored Ape sale. Watching the NFT space, trying to feel the energy, seeing if there's a shift out there. I'm just going to put it like this. I'm feeling it. I can't convince anybody based on feelings, but I'm certainly feeling a little more, I'll put it this way, a desire for NFTs to do well. At least some big talking heads in the space. Rooting for NFTs to come back. They just are more fun than meme coins. I'll say that. They are. All right, some headlines for you guys, and we'll get this wrapped up. MOCA Airdrop coming tomorrow, okay? This is coming from Animoca, part of their MOCAverse. This token being dropped, though, by the MOCA Foundation. So I know people have been waiting and watching for this for a while. The airdrop date is now announced. Again, this is coming tomorrow. Will this be a big liquidity injecting event in the space? Will people go shopping with their earnings from that MOCA token? We'll see. Maybe I want to point this out for you real quick here too. That MOCA token, again, coming from MOCAverse, you see them up on the collection rankings this morning. Sales up 1,400%. This is why sometimes collection rankings can be deceiving. You see a project up there, you might think it's doing well price-wise, right? I'm talking floor price or average sale price. Fact is, the MOCAverse NFTs are actually down pretty significantly this morning. Reason being, people get their NFT, they get to claim their airdrop. They might not need their NFT any longer at that point once they get their token, right? So these are actually falling in floor price, volume up with real collectors coming in to scoop them up, right? Want to be a part of that ecosystem. I'm one of those people, not one that bought. I would love one, right? But I would love to be a part of that MOCAverse ecosystem. Big believer in Animoca. Big believer in Yatsu's vision for an open metaverse, right? I'm sold. That is the idea. That is the way this space should be built going forward. So love to see MOCAverse on the move regardless. And we'll see how that token drop tomorrow does. Guys, the EURC coming to base. That is that new, well, it's not new, but that's the stable coin for the euro. Coming to base, the USDC, I believe, $3 billion worth of that minted on base. So pretty significant ecosystem that is just growing and growing. Guys, blast. I would not ignore this ecosystem. I'll just tell you that. Sentiment has been incredibly low. I mean, I don't see anybody talking in any positive way about Blast since TGE, and yet there's been a lot of building there. I was almost going to do air quotes on that, but I don't need to. There's been legitimate products built over there, legitimate platforms, and it does have a user base, although not a happy user base right now, but there's more building over there than in some ecosystems. So Blast is still on my radar. They have there's a lot of potential there, right? Now they're making it more rewarding by allowing you to earn double the points based on your held Blast, okay? So I'm just watching for indicators like this, that they're pivoting and adjusting, making it a more rewarding ecosystem. The value of Blast is down so significantly. They have to counter that by doubling the rewards. Will this pay off for them? We'll find out. I'm watching, though. Guys, just a couple other quick points. First of all, and this is maybe one of the most important things here on today's show, period, don't listen to this guy. It's that simple. Don't listen to a guy who is giving you info based off of selling the top and buying the bottom and clowning on people who don't do that. I don't know what the point of this tweet is, if this is pure engagement farming or if there's more to this. I don't know. I don't get it. It's terrible advice, and it's, in my opinion, a terrible tweet to put out there. It's bad advice, and this will get people wrecked. Do not plan for the top or the bottom. Play smart and safe in between there. This guy... only started following him a few months back, didn't know of him before. Glad I didn't. That's some clown shit right there. And we'll end here. It's not a good story. It's just, it's kind of an interesting story. Man, ETHCC, it's a big event going on out in Brussels right now. Man, oh man, we're getting stories since the conference started of crypto bros getting robbed out there. It's a really dangerous part of the world. It just is. And, to that end, a good friend actually got not robbed, not like in person robbed, mugged, but had his bag. This is Cardno, by the way. Actually, hang on, fucking co-host of the Little Noun Show. Dude got his bag robbed or stolen, got his laptop stolen. Glad he's safe, but hearing a lot more stories like that. He actually said he knows 5 people out there that have also been robbed too. So interesting to see that going on. If you are out there, and I imagine if you are, you're probably not watching live right now, but hope people are safe out there. It's a little scary to think of what's going on in the world focused on there right now. So there's your update this morning. Let me look at comments just to say GMs to everybody who showed up. Joining again, always great to see you. Digital Assets GM, Christian, good to see you, brother. Andy, and Gravity. Node Peppy's roaring. Can we peek? Can we peek at that? Hang on. Node Pepe's. Am I going to see him on the top 10 here? Oh, I love these little fuckers. They're so cool looking. Wow, they actually are. Yeah. What's the story? Why? Why are these guys cooking right now? Hey, good morning, brother. Yeah, curious, man. Well, maybe I'll do a little digging and put them on the screen in Chain Reactor. And heads up, yeah, Chain Reactor going live at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That's over on Slam X. So that you can find over on Slam X Official on YouTube, and it's Slam XIO over on X. Dude, really interesting. Crazy volume. Yeah, I would love to know what's going on here. Good. Blobs, dude, I'm telling you, dude, I've not given Blobs the proper respect. I haven't. After talking to Tickle yesterday, that's the longest he and I have talked about that project, right? I'll tell you this, dude. I wasn't leading that conversation. I was there, like, literally, like, kind of edge of my seat listening. We had not really discussed that ecosystem. I've been in it since the start, basically, since those were inscribed. But I never really cared to wrap my head around it, which is my bad. Perfect time if I believe in it, which I'm really starting to, like, have conviction to go sweep up that floor. That feels like a different kind of project. It's a different kind of collection. I think I'm a believer there now. I might make some moves. Anyway, this is cool to see. If you got info about these Node Pepes, by the way, feel free to DM me, Digital Asset. Would love to know what's causing that movement. Anyway, guys, I want to get out of here before we hit 15 minutes. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you in about an hour and a half over on Chain Reactor. We'll see you guys.